Awaken Within with Master Ernie T here, my brand new YouTube channel. This is my last video before we have a kickoff starting tomorrow. And this episode 1 is about me. Now, I know I said this is a we thing, not just a me thing, but I want to make sure that you get to know me a little bit better. So this is just a quick background on me. And I'm also going to pull stories out of this so you can have some blessings and lessons like I did. You know, you'll hear from the good parts of my life and the bad parts. You know, it's going to be real and it's going to be raw sometimes. I'm going to make you laugh and I'm going to make you cry or have you cry sometimes. And I may just do that myself. But it's all about learning. This whole process of this YouTube channel is about connecting and also learning. So in the beginning, we'll learn about what I did right and what I did wrong. So pretty much, you know, I'm from Barrington, Rhode Island. I was born and brought up in Barrington. It was a great neighborhood, still is. Barrington's still a great town. You know, I had challenges when I was growing up. Didn't really feel like I fit in, you know, but it was such a great little town. You know, I was 2 blocks or a block away, depends, from Maple Avenue, the Ave, or Spaghetti Lane. I'm sure some of you that are listening to me right now, that you go absolutely, for those that are from the Ave. And ironically, Spaghetti Lane also is a great restaurant, so I'm gonna make sure I get those plugs out there for everybody that I possibly can. So of course, you know, Mike has Spaghetti Lane, the restaurant, and I think he got that name from what we used to call Maple Avenue, Spaghetti Lane, or the Ave. Like I said, a great neighborhood. You know, I remember waking up on a Sunday morning, you could smell the sauce, the spaghetti sauce or the gravy, depends where you come from. And we could have a debate just on that, right? And, you know, the meatballs and all of that, you know. And one of the things that I remember that I just didn't smell my mother's sauce, obviously I lived there, but I could smell other people's sauce simmering and cooking. You know, all the women preparing for Sunday's lunch. You know, I still remember vividly smelling a couple of blocks from me. I still remember smelling Vienna Bakery in their fresh baked bread. And went on and on and on. It was a neighborhood, or it was a place in Barrington that you could leave your keys in your ignition. If you didn't have a driveway, you could park in front of your house. Leave your doors open when you went to bed. It was just that kind of thing. I think you can identify on some of this. It was a great place. We're going to talk a lot about how I had my challenges growing up and didn't feel like I fit in and all of that stuff, and how I got a chance to find myself through the martial arts as well, through Barrington YMCA. We'll talk about that whole particular place in my life that it seemed like the universe and God just came together and saying, this is for you, this is meant for you. They didn't really fit in with all the sports and stuff and the teams and everything. So this was a perfect timing for me. It all came together, right? Bruce Lee, right? The Green Hornet, and Chuck Norris, and Jean-Claude Van Damme, and on and on. It was just a great time. Kung Fu series with David Carradine. I knew then that's what I wanted to do, right there, right? It was just like it was meant for me. When I put that white belt on, that was for me. So we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about my whole martial art career. We're gonna be talking about my awards and my recognitions, and I got a lot of them. My travel, the seminars that I attended to, my different teachers, and funny stories, roughed up stories, and again, I'm going to be telling you real, and it's going to be raw sometimes, you know, and some good times and some bad times, even in the martial arts, for sure, especially the business and all of that stuff. But I had great students, and I still love it today, for sure. So we'll talk about that. I'll talk also about my challenge with alcohol. And even though I was a person of discipline and self-respect and self-control, and I was in great shape, I was a bodybuilder, I was into fitness and kickboxing, just loved it all. You know, I had that other life going on that there was a demon that I just couldn't shake. But I found my way, and I will definitely share this part of my story with you, because this should also be a thing that should know about me, as well as it could help you for sure if you're struggling. And if you're in recovery, of course, in healing and recovery, that you can also identify. But I got into recovery. I had my first awakening in 1997. I got sober, and I never looked back. It's been a blessing, it's been a miracle for me. I will share that with you, but before I got to that, boy, I had to go through a lot of pain, I was always looking for that next adrenaline rush as well. I was also, a constable, a Rhode Island constable. I was serving summonses, subpoenas. I was doing evictions and repos for a company in Providence. This is all when I still had my own business, and obviously I was still drinking that. And, I did some work for the Rhode Island Housing Authority, doing Section 8 interviews. I was a bodyguard for that particular company, on and off. I did private investigation, security. I had to have that like adrenaline going on. I just had to have that excitement, And remember, it was the 80s, so it was rough around the edges, let's just say. I'm going to share that with you. I also was a security guard. I went there to teach self-defense to the security company. I ended up being a security guard because I was so attracted to the chaos and the drama and the excitement that the Rhode Island Hospital trauma room had. And I got a chance to be right in it and seen an awful lot. And I took care of what they called a particular room that they called the isolation room. They don't have that now because they have DMOD, but and I seen a lot, and I worked with people and helped them to calm down while they came in on either bad accidents or alcohol or drug related situations, and all the while I'm still drinking as well. So I did all of that, and but to move forward, getting back to after my recovery, I got certified as a recovery coach. I went to school for acupressure, Cambridge School of Shiatsu in Cambridge. So many great things happened to me once I got sober. It's like the world opened up to me. I got recognized and inducted into the Hall of Fames in the martial arts. We'll talk all about that. Also, I'm a cancer survivor, awakened number 2. Can you imagine a guy that took care of himself all his life at a high level? That was a tough pill to swallow about 70 years ago. That was my awakened number 2, and it was a tough one. My third one was I ended up having an episode from what they call transient global amnesia. That was my awakened number 3. What is that? Well, all I remember is that, or don't remember, as people say, that I don't remember pretty much almost a half a day or more. And that's a whole nother thing we'll talk about as well. And I never really shared that to too many people. So you can look it up, transient global amnesia as well. I also became a recovery coach certified by the state of Rhode Island. I had looked for more to give back at this point. And I became a recovery coach at Anchor Recovery Center in Pawtucket at the time. And I got so much experience and connected with so many people and saw so much and learned so much. And I was part of the ED program. We'll talk about all this. I did also classes in meditation and breath work at Butler Hospital, Men's Roads to Recovery, the ACI, minimum and medium security, where I taught classes there to the inmates. I also worked at the Providence Recovery High School. Most people don't even know that Providence has a recovery high school, and I did meditation and mindfulness there. I'm a keynote speaker. Spoke an awful lot about mental health and substance use disorder and advocating for the people that are struggling. And I also really got into it even higher. I was blessed that I got a chance to be asked to come aboard with East Bay Recovery Center, which is now East Bay Recovery Center, and got asked by Tommy Joyce to come on board with him with East Bay Community Action Program. And I remember him and I had the idea of opening up the first recovery center in the East Bay, and we started at St. Michael's Parish Hall in Bristol with a cell phone and a laptop, Tommy and myself. And I'll never forget him asking me for that. It was a blessing because I was just coming off of chemo at the time. And I said, well, this is what I need. I need a purpose, and this was what it really was. This was the greatest. And eventually turned into now, as you know it, East Bay Recovery Center in Warren, Rhode Island, where I got a chance to really develop a program called Awaken Within for anxiety. It's a group. It still goes on today. I still pop in there from time to time and run the group, facilitate the group. And I was involved also with the Rally for Recovery and all of that good stuff. I'm just going to switch the page here to make sure that I finish off here. And you know, the other thing is that now where I'm at, we'll talk about this and all of these stories that I'm going to share with you. I hope again that you're going to be learning and having the blessings and the lessons that I have through my stories. You know, sometimes they say, you know, I can have a message from my mess that could help you. So now where am I? Well, I'm still teaching martial arts. I teach part-time, small groups, privately. I have great students. I also have great clients because I also work with people that are struggling with substance use disorder, anxiety, depression, PTSD. And I use a program that I designed called Awaken Within. It's another reason why I call this program Awaken Within, so we can really get into really the root healing. And that's what I consider myself. I am not only a coach, but I'm also a root healer guide that I help people guiding themselves out of emotional pain, using different aspects of healing, like tapping and pressure points and acupressure and shiatsu and breath work and so much more, so we can go deeper into the healing instead of just working on the symptoms as well. And you know, I'm a seeker. I'm a person that gets out of the box. I'm always looking for something new. And I've also found something new from the old. What I mean is that I am very much into the ancient wisdom and, you know, Asian philosophy, plant medicine, metaphysics, and on and on and on. Because I really think that that's where we are now. If we're looking for healing, we need to go back to the first medicines, like the plant and the breath. And I think that you're going to see that's going to be the new thing that's going to be helping people at a much deeper level. And I'm so excited about it. So we're going to talk about that too as well. So yes, I still teach, I still train every day. I'm going to be 69 tomorrow. I'm excited about my new challenges coming up. I'm ready to face them. I also have my spiritual journey that's going to be starting tomorrow, and this is why I hope everybody subscribes to this channel. You're going to follow me as I seek and look for answers and try to find myself and where am I now? Where am I going in my personal life and in my business life? And I will share with you a lot of my practices like breath work and mindfulness. I will vlog everything that I possibly can that I think is going to help you. I will be in Naples, Florida, close to a month on a sabbatical and an awakening, a new awakening for myself. And I'd love to have you a part of it because, again, you can learn from it. So that is it in a nutshell. Thank you so much for listening to me. I hope you have a fantastic day. I'm excited also about you being a part of my journey. And I'm just really excited. So with that said, we will see you soon. Thank you again.